Hello everyone, welcome to a Parkour Reborn tutorial, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get the Grappler. As you can see here, I'm using it currently. It's very helpful, very useful in terms of gaining momentum and bridging gaps, staying alive. I love the Grappler. It's a great first gear to start with, and I'm going to show you how to get Yank 2 and as well as Drifter 2. But we're going to start with Yank. So I think to get like the best version of the Grappler, which is Yank 2, I recommend you start off with 54,250 gold. Okay, I'll put that on screen. And then I also recommend that you have the zipline hook, okay? Finally, for your movement, I recommend that you have dash, after boost, wall climb boost, as well as wall kick. So the basic move sets drop down isn't really that important, but I recommend you have those because without it, it's going to make some of these jumps a lot harder to make, and I'm not going to be trying to do it without those specific moves. So you can just follow my route, the general jumps and stuff. I may go a bit fast, but the general idea will still be the same. So we're going to start off from Crystal, and you're going to go this way, come right over here, and right here is going to be your first grappler fitting, okay? Then you're going to come over this way, and we're going to get ourselves the second fitting. You can use the zipline hook here and head past Oasis onto this, into this building here, where there is a landing pad for you. Come on down, and right here will be your second grappler fitting. Okay? Then from here, I'm going to go back to Crystal, and I'm going to take you to Derek. If you already know where Derek is, go to Solar. I'll tell you what part to skip to if you already have Derek. But you're basically going to go to Derek, and you are going to buy his... You're going to buy 3 of his grappler fittings, and that's all you have to buy from Derek, okay? Just 3 grappler fittings. So, head over this way. Now, Derek can spawn in a couple different places, so you may have to spend time. Here's one of them. Another one is down below, all the way down there. That's where he is this time. So let's go talk to him. If you've talked to Derek before, you know you have to complete this Julian's quest, and he'll be selling stuff. You want to buy 3 fittings from him. That's what you're going to want to buy from Derek, okay? Then, now I'm going to take you to the next NPC that we're going to need to talk to, which is Petra, okay? And on the way, there's going to be another grappler part that we're going to want to grab, okay? So just follow me. Now we're going to head to Derwick, and this is where the next chunk of our collectibles are going to be. Head up over this way. Over here, there's a sync point right there for you. And you're going to get on this zip line, and you're going to make your way across here. And you can either go this way or onto this vent right here. Come on through here. And we're in this building. We're going to have to climb a little more. And in this cubicle right here should be the next grappler part, the nanotube cable. If it's not in this one, because I'm not positive, check any of these cubicles. It will definitely be in one of these cubicles, 100%. Alright, then from here we're actually right next to Petra, so that's where we're going to head next. Sorry, I went the wrong direction. You come out of this door here and you're actually going to go up. And over there is where Petra is. So just long jump across. And here is Petra, okay? Now when you talk to Petra, there's going to be a bunch of things you want to buy. If you don't have a ton of money, again, I recommended that you start with about 54K. But if you don't have that, then I recommend what you buy first is you need to buy the winch mount for 21K. And you also need to buy the micro pulse driver and the magnetized alloy hook. So those are the three main things you need to buy, okay? Winch mount, micro pulse driver, magnetized alloy hook. But I also recommend while you're here, you should also buy the override module because that is needed in Yank 1. Alright? So those are the things you're going to need to buy from Petra. Now we're almost done. So once you buy those things from Petra, you have to be, I think there's a rank requirement. I'm not positive what that is. You might have to be rank 4. I'll look that up and put that at the start. Alright? Then we're going to head to Artemis next. So see that tower right there? That's where we're headed next. This is going to be the final piece that we're gonna need, okay? So you're gonna head, just follow me and I'll take us right to where we need to go. This zipline is super helpful. This is another reason why I recommend having zipline hook. Now our goal here, oh, sorry. We need to head up and to the right. It's a little hard to see where I'm going right now, but the general goal is right over here. So I know this part is a little confusing, but especially with the new rework, but all you're going to do is, if I will point out where I came from. So I came from right there. You just need to head up and around this building here. Okay? We're almost to Artemis. We just gotta head up one last little oh goodness, hold on. I think it's easiest if you start from here. There we are. Another sync point for you guys. Head up here and we're almost to the entrance of Artemis. Oh. You're never too late to die. This part's a little tricky. You gotta kind of time that right. My second wall run did not work there. Climb up here. Up here. Climb up here. Across here. And another sync point for you, and we're right at the entrance to Artemis. Now, if you'd like, you can go for this tower. You can go to climb it, especially since by now you should already have the first grappler. You should already have base grappler, and I will show the recipe on screen for what base grappler is. If you're just now entering, you don't know what it is. Crafting is pretty simple. I can explain it to you as I'm climbing up here. You need to put the base item, so in this case it would be the winch mount in the center, and then the other items, it doesn't matter where you put them as long as you just put them on the outside. So the crafting recipe for the base grappler is, again, the base grappler goes, the winch mount goes in the middle, and then the three fittings, the micro pulse driver, and the nanotube cable and the magnetized alloy hook all go on the outside. So your outside ring should be full. And that will make you base grappler, and we're getting a part which is right here. This is the next part that you need for the grappler. This is the microcapacitor. So with now that you have the microcapacitor back in your crafting, if you put the base grappler in the center, so again I'm demonstrating, base grappler goes in the center, then you can put the override module, a microcapacitor, and a fitting on the outside, and that will make you yank 1. Okay? Finally, we're almost at yank 2. We just have one last thing to get. You should have one more fitting in your inventory still, and you're going to have to TP back to Crystal to get this final piece here, because it's going to be in a fragment. So I will show you the way from Crystal. Alright, here we go. Oh no. Oh no, I was so good I didn't even save my spot here. I cannot make this jump right now, wow. Taking a zip line, and now we're entering fragment. Take another zip line here. Cross down here. Oh my goodness, oh I thought I died there. Don't die, Cal. Try to keep the tutorial really well. So it also looks like if you have the cable glider, so again, that's I think about 15k from Petra if you have the spare money. Cable gliders can go up zip lines. So again, if you see any way faster to get to where I'm going, do it. So this cable glider will get you up there faster. Another checkpoint right there for y'all. Oh, I've never been in this. Sorry, I will check that out later. That's my bad. Getting distracted. Oh no. Don't die, Cal. Oh. Fine, making me go sweat mode for this. Holy crap, I'm struggling right now. Wow, hold on. Hoofa. Come on, dude. What's happening? I'm just gonna cut to when I make it. Just kidding, because I make it right now. Boosh. That's what I thought. Again, sometimes, no matter how good you are, no matter how much hours you put into these games, you just struggle a lot sometimes. Okay, we're almost there. That's Crest. This is the building that we're going to. Our goal is to go to Crest, okay? So inside Crest is going to be our final part, the EMAG accelerator. Again, you're just going to go to the right of that building here. Up here. Through here. Open all these doors and make it up this tower. Through this door. Into this room here. And right here is going to be the EMAG accelerator. Then finally, in your crafting, put Yank 1 in the center, EMAG anywhere, fitting anywhere, and there you go. That is Yank 2 right there. So, Yank 2, again, is a very busted grappler. I think it's very helpful. I use it all the time. And I'm just going to demonstrate 2 techs that I think you should learn once you have Yank 2. That's going to make your life a hell of a lot easier. This is not a tech I'm going to show, but this is just an example of what you can do with the grappler and how powerful it is. So, the first tech I'm going to show you, I just called a grapple jump, is when you use your grappler. So normally when you use Yank 2, it gives you a lot of pull and you can get a lot of height. But if right before the grappler pulls you, you press and hold space. So right here, you can jump high into the air, alright? So right before it pulls you, so you can see how it kind of lands and then it yanks you. Right when it yanks you is when you hold space. The best way to indicate whether you're doing this right or not is if you just come right over here, see this zip line here. If you're getting over it, that means you're doing it right. If you're doing it wrong, you won't really quite get over it. If you're doing it right, you'll get over it. Alright? And this is an extra thing. I'm just going to show it. You don't have to necessarily learn this right now. This is kind of a timing thing. But if you charge your after boost and you're holding it, and right before, so before you're going to jump, you're going to click your dash button to long jump, and then you're going to jump like normal. So imagine you're leaving a ledge, but you're just like not leaving a ledge. So it is really useful for getting started with a long jump. So I'm trying to, oh my goodness, I can't do it. If you're really trying to like get into some like long jump stuff, like if you're just like trying to start long jumping from no momentum at all, I love that tech a lot. So again, right before the grappler yanks you, you hold your dash button and then click it. Sorry, hold your dash button right before the grappler pulls you, you click it and then jump. But the base tech, grappler pulls you and you jump. Simple, alright? Then the next tech is what I call the grapple wall run. So this jump here normally, if you try to, wall run across and get some momentum, even if I long jump, this jump is just not a possible jump, but that is not true with the grappler. So with the grappler, you have this ability to conserve momentum. So if you jump off of the ledge, grapple, and right as the grappler pulls you, you wall run and then look away and get off the wall run how you normally would. You have a ton of momentum going into it. So again, you basically let the grappler go, you let it extend, and as it pulls you is when you start wall running. So if you notice the pattern here, the way the grappler works is right before it pulls you, you do an action and it makes you do it faster. So again, here I'm going off, I let it pull me and then I wall run and then boom, my momentum is conserved. And this tech works better when you're going like you're falling a lot. So from here, as you can see, hold on, I'll show y'all. If I go like that, I go faster than if I were to just wall run normally, but it works by far the best the further down I go. Like that. There you go. So that's the 2 techs, and now I will cut to the next part, which would be how to get the swing grappler. Alright, y'all. Now, with Yank Grappler 2 in tow, it's time to get Swing 2 Grappler. If you notice that any of these parts, you think they would be easier to get for Yank, you're struggling with the amount of money that you have to get, you can always mix and match these parts. This is just the easiest route that I designed. So you're going to need the same things as you need for Yank 2, but this time you only need 13,000 gold because you're going to buy fittings and an inner tube cable. So you're going to start by, I'm at Crystal right now, but we're actually going to head to Artemis. So as you saw earlier, take the same route from here to Petra to Artemis. So I'm just going to TP there to make it easier for us. We're at Artemis now. That's the low point. We go up here. Now we're at the entrance. And we're just going to climb up Artemis. I'm going to show you the base way if you'd like to see it, if you're a little lost. But also I will show you a secret shortcut that not everyone knows about that will allow you to get to Artemis faster. Okay? So I will show both. So yeah, that's it. I will just make my way up now. Again, Yank 2 really makes this climb easier. You don't have to go technically all the way up to get this, the winch mount, but I recommend getting all the way to the top because it's literally not that much further, and like, why not? It's a free transmission tower, so more infinite respawns, which is always helpful. So this was the location of one of the previous parts, but now we're gonna keep going. I always think Artemis is such a cool tower. It's one of my favorites by far. Oh, didn't expect to die there. That's a little random. Again, using that tech that I talked about. This is a pretty fun drop. You gotta land it though. Nice. We're gonna head through here. This is the big part of Artemis where I say Yank 2 comes in really big clutch. I found this part extremely difficult without Yank 2. And again, normally you can go around, but I'd say it's easier to just yank, yank. Just head up like that. Oh my goodness. Let me up, dude. Come on. Holy crap. There we go. Oh my days. Oh, it's so... I'm about to start the... Yep. I'm just so good at Parkour Reborn that I have to start at the very top. I'll just cut to the end. Alright, finally made it back down. Oh, almost died again, but we're good. Not dying this time. We're going to come on through here. Down here. Onto these mats, and as you can see, when we go through here, look, we're on the other side of where we started now. But now we're in some creepy place. So again, pretty much the rule of these towers is just head upwards and you're going to get to where you need to be. my game lag a little bit. I find it easier to skip that zip line and just go around like that, especially with the yank. Alright, so now we're going to enter the security management ward. Oh. I guess you technically do need slide, but I kind of assume that you have that by now. I forget that that's a skill that you need to unlock. Another area where the grappler comes in clutch, because it's a little dark, so people can get a little scared. Like, it's really easy to just go around the side of the wall, but if you're scared, you can always just grapple your way up the main tower. And we go up here, another checkpoint for us, and we're almost at the top. Okay, so just through here, we're almost at the winch mount. Okay, through this blast, and right here is going to be your winch mount. Okay, that's your main winch mount. Again, if you just go up this tower, you're going to reach the top of Artemis, and I recommend going up there to get the signal tower and to look at the nice view. But real quick before we go on to the next thing, I'm going to show you a shortcut. Okay, for this shortcut, I'm actually going to have you start on this checkpoint right down here. That's the entrance to Artemis. You know, this is where we came down from above. You actually don't need to Wumpy. I was thinking of a different way up, which is up these billboards over here. But I'm going to take you a much easier way that you can just use a simple grappler to get up with. So this is by far the easiest way up Artemis in my opinion. So you're just going to follow me. I recommend you have long jump momentum by the time you attempt this. Boom, up here. You're going to go across here. You're going to go up here and onto this little platform here, and you're going to walk your way across until you see that little spot right there. That's our goal. We're going to jump to that. We're going to land it like a cool guy. And we're going to enter here, and look at this. Whoa, are we in the security management ward? That's right. So again, I'll just walk you through all the way up in case you haven't seen the main way and you're just doing the shortcut. You're going to go up here. Over this way. Through here. Down in this vent. Up here, this part may seem a little intimidating because of the zero light. If you're afraid, just use your grappler and get up there. But what I like to do is I simply just grapple twice, wall climb boost, and get up here. Then you're going to go up here to the CEO's lounge and get this checkpoint right here. And we're just going to smash through that glass, and we're almost at the winch mount. Head right over here. Break through, and your winch mount is going to be right there. Okay, so once you have winch mount, I want you to head down to this checkpoint here. Artemis entrance is right up there. You're going to head back down here, and you're going to follow me. You're going to get the micropulse driver and the magnetized alloy hook. So let's go. We're going to go to Dorwet Construction, so you may have never been in this area before, but it's not that scary when I show you the route there. Make sure to have momentum for that zip line that I just did. This rework of Dorwet is actually really cool, and I haven't explored it in a lot of the buildings. And that's alright. I'll take some time later to explore them. Here's a checkpoint for y'all. And you're going to go up here. Wumpy is the easiest way up here. By far, because that tile right here in between the two billboard signs is bugged. But if you can't quite seem to Wumpy yet, what I want y'all to... Oh. what I want y'all to do is, once I make my way back down there, is what you do instead is you're just going to simply grapple, grapple, wall run, wall run, wall run. And if you do it just right, you're going to land in this, so the green billboard. I would like to demonstrate for y'all. If I can not die. This may take me a couple of tries because it's significantly harder than just wumpying. But, so again, you can land right here. This is landable. And then you just simply make your way up here. And then you're just going to zip line across here. And you're actually going to jump and make it up. You don't need to go down there, okay? Because you're going to head this way, and sawdust will be right here. So again, earlier I put on screen, if you have sawdust already, unlock this, like do the time trial and then leave it, because it's a good teleportation point. And now we're going to go get the, I think this is the magnetized ally hook. I may be wrong. I'll correct it if I'm wrong. We're going to go up the side of this building here. Just keep going up using your grappler. And right here will be the, this is going to be the micropulse driver. I was right. Oh, look at this guy here. This is going to be right here, alright? Then you're going to go back down to sawdust, which is why I recommend you got sawdust. And then you're just going to follow me again. The micropulse driver was just up there. Now we're going this way. We're going to head over here. Down here. And again, down one more time. Wall run, and your magnetized ally hook is going to be on this pallet right here. I think it's like here or something. Yeah, and then next, we're going to TP to Petra. So again, earlier in the video, you saw how to get to Petra. Get back to Petra. I'll see y'all there. Okay, so we are back at Petra. And from Petra, we're going to buy 3 fittings as well as a nanotube cable. So that means right now, we actually have enough to craft swing 1. Again, you're going to go to crafting, or we have enough to craft the base grappler, but we're right next to swing 1. So base grappler, you're going to do winch mount here, 3 fittings, nanotube cable, micro pulse driver, magnetized ally hook. Then right here, using some of our yank grappler's capabilities, we're going to swing on the zip line here and go right across. So again, that's Petra. Literally right here is a nanotube cable. You're going to grab this, and you're just going to go crafting, base grappler in the middle, nanotube cable anywhere on the outside, and that makes swing 1 right there. Super simple, way easier than yank 1. And I'm going to collect this jewelry while I'm here. And then finally, to get swing 2, we just need one more part. We're going to TP to dash training, which you should have by now if you're this far in the tutorial. If not, I commend you. You are really good at this game without dash. So you're going to go to dash training, and I will show you. We're going to go back into fragment, and I'm going to show you where the final part is, okay? Let's go. Another checkpoint here. I'm going to go across here. Around the side of the building. Don't get fooled trying to climb up it. It's pretty difficult. Up here, we're almost there. We're almost at a transceiver, by the way, too. So earlier in Crest, there was a transceiver up there. I hope you all found that. If not, you gotta go get it again. Remember, you can't just use tutorials to make your way through the game. I'm not gonna show every little thing. as much as I'd love to. Little game lag right there. Alright, and then once you're up here, it should be, I'm just going to double check. It's going to be literally on top of this right here, as well as, see, here's the transceiver, and that's going to be your static fuse cable. Tab, crafting, put your swing one in there, put the static fuse cable there, and boom, you have all of the grappler, all the possible grapplers. That's a great job. Use the tutorial, so you're kind of cheating, but like, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, it was a lot harder to make this video than I expected. I thought it'd be super simple, but it was honestly not. And I'm glad that I could make it and get this out. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.